What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. Excuse me. This week's episode is probably going to be yet another one of those controversial episodes because I'm going to be talking about the one question that the whole world has been wanting to know over the last 72 hours. And the question is, what will the future hold for WWE without Vince McMahon? Now you guys are probably wondering, wait a minute, what? Without Vince? What are you talking about? Well, if you guys didn't see on social media, you will know that Vince has excuse me, fuck, I'm tired. You will know that Vince McMahon at 77 has stepped down as CEO and of WWE and chairman of the board. You guys know that Stephanie McMahon was supposed to take over for a short period of time until things dined down with Vince and lawsuits and whatnot, but apparently Vince has decided to step down completely, and WWE had issued a statement actually just today saying quote WWE and its board of directors today announced the appointment of Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan as co-CEOs, Chief Executive Officers. Ms. McMahon has also been appointed Chairwoman of the board, and Mr. Khan will continue to serve as a member of the board. These appointments follow Vince McMahon's retirement announced on Friday, July 22nd, which was actually just a couple days ago. Excuse me. We are grateful for the opportunity to lead WWE together with our unmatched management team, said Ms. McMahon and Mr. Khan. We recognize this is a tremendous opportunity and responsibility, and we look forward to serving the WWE Universe. Additionally, WWE Executive Paul Levesque will assume all responsibilities related to WWE's creative, in addition to his regular duties. This means that a lot of things is going to be happening. So we know that Paul Heyman was originally supposed to have been appointed as the lead director for Raw. Eric Bischoff was supposed to deal with SmackDown when the season premiere came about in, I think, what was it, 2019, if I remember correctly? I believe so. Oh, no. I think last year? Maybe it was last year. And unfortunately, that did not come to pass as Bischoff got released, unfortunately, from WWE. But apparently Paul Heyman is supposed to be getting this big promotion, I guess join Triple H as head of creative. But this also means that Triple H could also repackage a lot of the talent on Raw and SmackDown into the talent that they were initially supposed to have been. Like, if you look at Tommaso Ciampa, when he started in NXT, he was a babyface. When he turned his back on Johnny Gargano at TakeOver Chicago, he became a heel for the longest time. But when Johnny Gargano became NXT champion, essentially Ciampa returned as a babyface for the most part. And then from that point forward, he just essentially became a babyface up until he got signed to Raw to be a part of the main roster, and he just became a heel from that point up until now. So it's a possibility that Triple H could repackage Ciampa as a babyface again. But another thing that we also have to be mindful of is Peacock, because supposedly, if I can get to Peacock. So we know that SummerSlam will be taking place this Saturday, obviously on Peacock, and there's a lot of things that could potentially go wrong with SummerSlam now that Vince has officially stepped down from WWE permanently. So one question remains is, what will the rating of SummerSlam be? What is its rating? So we found out that originally it was supposed to have been, we know that it's supposed to be TVPG, but there were rumors saying that it's now supposed to be TV-14, but the real question is, are we gonna see WWE with the rating of TV-14 as it was always intended to be? Honestly, it's hard to say, because I think with Seth Rollins, calling him, being known as Seth freaking Rollins, and with the Last Man Standing match we're gonna have at SummerSlam, I can almost guarantee you that it'll be a prelude to the fact that we might get the TV-14 rating, but it's also a possibility that, especially with the fact that Cody Rhodes had that torn pectoral injury at Hell in a Cell, it's a possibility that right there was just a prelude on its own, which is, again, it's a possibility, but there's a lot of things that could go wrong with all of this, with Triple H being appointed as WWE's new head of creative, with Stephanie and with Stephanie running things at WWE headquarters in Stamford. There's a lot of problems that can go with it. Number one, we could potentially see Shane McMahon come back, and he would just terrorize the whole main roster, which is a possibility, because he did that, because he basically demoralized SmackDown when he was commissioner of SmackDown. Because if you guys remember, in 2016, Shane McMahon was appointed commissioner of SmackDown, and he appointed Daniel Bryan as general manager. When Daniel Bryan returned to the ring full time, Paige was eventually appointed the new general manager of SmackDown. So by the time she started to manage Asuka and Kairi Sane, known as the Kabuki Warriors, Shane eventually just ran SmackDown on his own, and that was when the whole Best in the World bullshit came around. It's a possibility that we could see that happen again, but only time will tell. Another thing also that is a very high possibility, it might be a far-fetched theory, but it's a possibility that we could also see Austin Theory fail at the attempt of the Money in the Bank cash in at SummerSlam, because we know that he wants to cash in at SummerSlam. But the question is, will he really? That's the big question there. We know that he wants to, but we'll see. We will see. But as far as Triple H being, the new head of creative, and Stephanie McMahon running things at WWE headquarters in Stamford, this could actually be a refresher for WWE, because obviously the fans wanted something different. They wanted to see something different with a lot of the talent on Raw and SmackDown and NXT and NXT UK. They wanted to see, the world wanted to see, the Creed brothers become NXT tag team champions. We got that. They wanted to see, Liv Morgan as SmackDown Women's Champion. We never got it up until now, up until Money in the Bank, and now this Saturday at SummerSlam, she's going to be defending her title against Ronda Rousey, which is going to be the biggest test of her career. Is she going to make, or is she going to break? That is the big question there. Another thing as well is that we could also, once SummerSlam comes to an end, when it comes to Triple H, I can almost guarantee you that the rivalries that have been going on both Raw and SmackDown are definitely gonna be changing really quickly. Like it's like with it's like Street Profits and the Usos. We all know that the Usos can make magic with pretty much any tag team that they're faced with, whether it was the Alpha Academy, whether it was American Alpha, with Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, whether it was with the New Day or the Street Profits, any tag team they can make magic with, and Street Profits will be no different at SummerSlam. They brought that magic at Money in the Bank. We know that for a fact. But the way it ended was under huge controversy, and so now with Jeff Jarrett as the special guest referee, I'm under the assumption that was Triple H's idea, because of the fact that had Vince chose the special guest referee, he probably would have chose someone that, and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong, which we won't know. We will never know. He probably would have chose someone that would have called it in the favor of the Usos, which is a possibility, but who knows? That's just me. That's just my opinion. But honestly, there are so many problems that can happen with Vince McMahon stepping down as chairman of the board and CEO of WWE and head of WWE's creative team. There are a lot of problems that can go wrong. I think one thing that can be for certain, when it comes to Triple H, he's definitely going to be having a mass amount of signings to WWE, whether it's to a developmental contract, whether it's to a straight up NXT contract, whether it's to a main roster contract. Could be literally anybody could literally be signed under the watchful eye of Triple H. Hell, it could even be me for all we know. And I know you guys want to see me in WWE, so let your voice be heard. Tag me in all your posts and let WWE know that I am interested and I'm ready for probably the biggest opportunity ever. I mean, working with WWE would be a huge opportunity, especially if you're like me and you want to give back to the fans. Being a part of the WWE is the best way to do it. So, will it happen? Who knows? But Triple H being appointed WWE's head of creative team, I think is awesome. I think it's awesome. I think with him running things on not just Raw and SmackDown, but also on NXT and NXT UK. Pretty much everything can go upward. Ratings could potentially go up. Again, the ratings of all four brands can go up. They can even, the ratings of WWE can go up so high they can even break AEW's ratings or even TNA's ratings, depending on what direction Triple H goes as far as some of these different rivalries go. You know, like when it comes to, you know, like when it comes to, you know, Drew McIntyre and Sheamus and Roman Reigns, we could potentially see a triple threat match between all three. Which honestly, I'd be down for it. I would be down for a triple threat match. I would be so down for it because you have three current / former world champions duking it out to see who deserves to be the undisputed Universal Champion. Which honestly, that really would be a hell of a match, But only time will tell. As again, back to the initial question. What would WWE look like without Vince? I think it would look like it was during the Ruthless Aggression era, which is a possibility, but only time will tell. I know that this was a relatively short video, but I wanted to just give you guys my thoughts on this topic, and to just like give you guys an idea of what we could potentially see in the future. But there's been rumors going around saying that apparently The Rock wants to purchase WWE. Which, is it possible? Yeah, it is, but who knows? And apparently WWE, we also found out that apparently WWE has sold out Madison Square Garden for tonight's episode of Raw, which honestly it's gonna be pretty crazy. I mean, think of what we're gonna have tonight on Raw. We're gonna have all three members of the Bloodline, Roman Reigns and the Usos, against Riddle and the Street Profits. We're gonna have Finn Balor and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day take on the Mysterios. Rey Mysterio's 20th anniversary celebration. Also, too, Logan Paul's own talk show, Impulsive TV, is going to be debuting. There's a lot that's going to happen. I'm honestly excited for tonight's episode of Raw, but this is also Triple H's first episode of Raw as head of creative. So this now puts Triple H at a huge... This gives Triple H a huge responsibility to make tonight's episode of Raw the best show possible. But what happens on Raw tonight is totally up to him. But again, I know this was a sort of a short video, but I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this. But this brings me to the question of the day. What do you guys think Triple H should do as WWE's head of creative? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which get posted every Monday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And make sure you guys follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you guys want to send me and you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.